All right, hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. Just done a bit of a different way. This was inspired by a very, very beautiful friend of mine, Amanda Folks, and I mentioned I had to do the weekly reading, and she was like, well, why not do it in a hammock? So here I am at beautiful Cocos Beach in Costa Rica. I've got the hammock, and I'll just give you a bit of a quick whiz around about where I am. Okay, so first time I've ever done this in a hammock. That's always good to extend yourself and to try some different things. So I'm just going to call in my guides. We're doing this from the 21st of October, Monday the 21st to October the 27th of October. And so just give me a second. I'll just tune in, seal off, and call everyone in, and we'll get on with the weekly reading. The first thing that I can hear is my guides and my crew having a bit of a giggle with me and just saying, hey, we love the fact that you're doing it here in the hammock. People around, families having picnics and stuff like that. Because it's really about extending yourself. And they're saying David's never tried anything like this before, and he thought he'd take his friend up on the challenge. And they're asking you about how much you have extended yourself, how much you've challenged yourself, over the last recent months. And they're not talking about challenge as in difficulties which have arisen, which you've been able to work through. Yes, that is part of expansion. Yes, that is part of challenge. And yes, that is part of you extending yourself. But they're saying this is about real conscious, focused extension of who you are and what you're doing. And this can be done in a myriad of ways. Sorry, I just had a spider or bug on me, I don't know what. Can be done in a myriad of ways. Now, some of the things I've experienced is driving on the right-hand side of the road, coming to a country where it's basically 90% Spanish speaking, and I know virtually no Spanish at all. And coming to a different environment, moving to a different country, things like this. But it can also be done in small ways, and they're talking about driving a different way to somewhere you're going. It's about extending yourself, so allowing yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable with a person that you feel safe with. It's also about creating boundaries in a different way and communicating in a different way. It can be done in a lot of ways. It's about trying different foods. Extension can be done in a lot of different ways, and it's really about you choosing to extend yourself in a way that there's safety around you, that you have support if you need it or want it. You can ask somebody to come close, you can ask a friend's group, it could be anything at all. You may, they're just showing me then, want to sort of talk about things to friends in a different way, and they're saying there's a lot of energy around getting out there and speaking more publicly lately. And these things can be sort of done in ways in which you get people around you that you feel safer with, and to talk about a particular subject with a group of people. So extension can be done in a lot of different ways, and how are you extending yourself? And the other thing is, when you've tried things like this in the past, how have you looked at it? How have you looked at it afterwards? Have you looked this in a perception of failure, or success? Or have you looked at it in the way of experience and what I got from this experience and how I can use this experience to actually help me to understand myself more, to help me experience more, to help me to learn about myself in a different way, in a different flow. Expansion can be done in so many different ways, and it just really depends on how you want to do that. Anytime you try anything new or different, you're expanding yourself. And the same people forget that. They forget that when they are trying something different that they've never done, they don't really look at that as an expansion. And it could be anything at all. It doesn't need to be major big things. It can actually be, lots and lots of smaller things as well. And so try out this week how you can start to expand yourself in a way in which is going to be comfortable, it's going to be nurturing and nourishing for yourself, but it's also going to allow you some grace. And what I mean by that is it's really about not having a yes or no outcome. It's about allowing yourself to have an outcome, whatever that may be, and have some fun with it as well, man. It's really, the more you expand. All right, I'm going to bring it back, because they're saying that naturally we all do this, we're all evolving. So if you put expansion into evolution, or expansion into getting older, or expansion into schooling, learning, whatever it may be, it's all the same thing. So it's really about you recognizing that you're doing this more, which is going to help you to increase your self-worth, increase your confidence, and increase your aptitude within yourself. When you do realize this, it's like those building blocks. Every little time that you recognize this, it actually creates a new form within you. It strengthens a part of you and helps to release things which are not fitting with you anymore. So do your best to be aware of this, and do your best to congratulate yourself when you are doing this as well. You're saying this is an important part of the process, and will start to help to rewire your brain, your identity, and really how you see yourself in very different ways. So they're saying that's all for the hammock sessions for this week. So we'd love to hear how you go. I'd love to hear any questions as well. And just for future sake, all of my any information that you need, please message me on WhatsApp. My phone number in Australia doesn't work anymore, so I'm taking all messages by WhatsApp, by Facebook, by Instagram. Email's still a little bit up and down. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's hammock sessions and weekly spirit. Communication from spirit, and I really look forward to speaking with you again next week. Okay, big love. Bye-bye. Bye for now.